Hey everyone, it's me again, and it's time for 5 for 2. First question today is question number 1. Um, I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget because I have a tendency to forget what questions I want to ask. I'll be answering, and then I'm going to try and think of something to ask you guys, or I'm going to try and ask 2 questions to ask you guys. So, the first question is one that a lot of people find annoying, but I kind of actually have an answer for this prepared all the time because I do. What is your favorite number and letter? Now, my favorite number is 00, and I've always liked 00. I really don't know why, but I just always have liked 00. Um, and then my favorite letter is Q, because it's like a fancy O. I like it, but then I also hate it because it's so like, kind of like a pretentious letter. But sometimes that can be pretentious, so it kind of just like reminds me of me. It always has a buddy along with it. Q and U always have to be together. So I always thought that was kind of cute. Okay, question number 2 is, do I believe in love? And I don't. Not that I don't believe that people can fall in love, because I know that feeling, that emotion exists, but do I believe in like everlasting love? No, I don't, because I know for a fact that it can fade away. And like the Outcast song "Hey Ya" says, like, if nothing lasts forever, then what makes love so different, or what makes love the exception? I really do believe in that. Like, I believe that you can wake up every day and feel content with the person who you're with, and you always look at them and you're like, this is the person I want to be with. But I don't believe that every day you can wake up and go like, I love you, uh, like in the sense of the same. Whenever you said you love them, you might mean that all the time, but I really don't think you can, like the feeling of love, the emotions you get, and all that, like the chemicals that go off in your brain can last forever. Um, what is my favorite accent? My favorite accent is the English accent. I'm a sucker for the English accent. I know that's a really like cliche kind of one, but I love the English accent. It's my favorite. I like the Irish accent too, but not the Irish, the Scottish accent. Um, I don't like it. I like it almost as much as the English accent, but not really more than it. Question number 4 is, have I ever been to summer camp? And the truth is, I haven't. I went to recreations, which I guess could be kind of like summer camp, but I never like went out of town as I was growing up to go to summer camp. I kind of just went to like these places where my parents would take me and my siblings for like to get out of the house, and if we didn't have any like chores around the house to do. Question number 5 is, what do you want to know about the future? There's a lot of stuff that I want to know about the future, but there's one thing in particular that I would love to know, and that is how I turn out. Like, how does Carlos turn out? Do I turn out to be happy? Do I turn out to be sad? Do I turn out to have money? Do I turn out to be poor? All the little things, just so I know that I'm on, like, the track that I'm going on is what I should be on. I really don't want to know who I end up with or any of that, but just like the sense of who I am in the end. Who am I? Am I a happy person? Am I a bad person? Am I a drunk? Am I not? Where Carlos will end up, because there's some questions that I would just like to have answered. And I think if I knew where I end up in the future, then I would get to know. And actually, looking at that question now, that's my first question to you: is, if you could know anything about the future, what would it be? And my second question is, if the black box is the only thing that survives in a plane crash, why don't they just make the entire plane out of it? Are human lives not worth making an entire plane out of something that will always survive a plane crash? Okay, that's the questions. Thanks for
Hey
watching. Don't
everyone,
forget to watch
it's
my
Avalon
vlog.
here
It's right
again,
there.
and this is my second
Have a
vlog.
nice night, y'all.
Now, I'm sorry I didn't post one on Saturday, but it was because